Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So I feel like I've gone in a time machine and travelled back to 2018 when I saw this news, when I saw this announcement. Obviously Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith are having their rematch on the 2nd of September. And several undercard fights got announced, one of which I actually think is a really good fight. Mark Heffron versus Jack Cullen. That is for the British super middleweight title. That's a good fight, that'll be fun. But on this undercard, man, Frazer Clarke versus Dave Allen. God help us. I find Frazer Clarke to be an engaging person. I think he seems like a nice guy outside the ring. He does pretty good punditry work. But as a fighter, I just find this guy so mundane, so monotonous to watch. His fights don't fill me with any excitement whatsoever. He kind of just goes through the motions. You know, he's got a pretty decent work rate. He tries to put his shots together. But I see no X factor with Frazer Clarke, and obviously Frazer Clarke and Ben Shalom disappointed boxing fans a couple of months ago when they pulled out of a fight with Fabio Wardley, who is the British champion at heavyweight. A lot of people wanted to see that fight, me included, because again, that's the first real interest I had in Frazer's career, because so far, again, his fights haven't exactly filled me with confidence or excitement. But here we have him fighting Dave Allen. And how many... Listen, this fight is trash. Dave Allen, here we have a guy who's taken more poundings than Omaha Beach. You know, he sustained some pretty serious beatings against the likes of David Price, Tony Yoka, Dillian White, Luis Ortiz, of course, in that spectacular mismatch. And here we have this guy again, on a big stage, in a fight in which he's going to lose. I know Frazer Clarke hasn't looked great, like I've been saying, but he's relatively fit, he's relatively active, he has a pretty good amateur background. He's just going to piece up Dave Allen. Dave Allen doesn't throw enough punches, doesn't move his head enough, defense is poor, he goes through the motions, he never turns up in shape. This is going to be a 10 round or 12 round beating, however many rounds it is. We all know the pattern of this fight. What's Dave going to do? His only chance is to land one good Hail Mary shot to knock out Frazer Clarke, but one piece of credit I will give Clarke, he's actually showed a pretty good chin in the amateurs. He's always taken punches pretty well, and I just can't see Dave Allen being that type of guy to catch Frazer Clarke cold or catch him when he's not expecting it. I think this is going to be a 10 round, 12 round beatdown. And once again, it's going to add more miles on the clock of Dave Allen and ultimately contribute to future CTE. Bear in mind, Fabio Wardley and Matchroom, they tried to get Dave Allen as an opponent for the British title, but the British Boxing Board of Control didn't sanction it because of Allen's inactivity, his recent performances, things like that. So that really highlights where Dave Allen is at in his career. He's there for a payday, he's going to get beaten up. More than likely. I know there's going to be some casuals on Twitter and socials who big up this fight because it's Dave Allen. Dave Allen, back in the day, used to have a cult following because, you know, plucky loser, I guess. Banter, you know. But yeah, this fight is trash. This fight is trash. And you know, it's kind of a no-win for Frazer Clarke because Frazer Clarke right now, man, nobody's talking about him like that. Nobody's really rating him. People are still upset about the Fabio Wardley situation. If he looks bad against a guy like Dave Allen, then it only compounds the lack of faith many boxing fans have in his career. And if he wins this fight comfortably, well, you beat Dave Allen. You know? To me, this fight just doesn't make all that much sense. I don't think it's interesting in the slightest. And again, I have to say, how does Dave Allen keep on getting these opportunities? How many pay-per-views has this guy been on? Once upon a time, he was Matchroom's go-to guy for a pay-per-view card. You know, when a pay-per-view was falling apart, in comes Dave Allen to the rescue. This guy's had so many pay-per-view opportunities, and basically every single time he's failed to deliver, aside from the Nick Webb fight. And for me personally, as a boxing fan, it's not Dave Allen's lack of ability that I have a problem with, it's the lack of application. How many times have we seen this guy on Sky Sports turn up out of shape? Quite frankly, not being able to fight 10 or 12 rounds. The output's not there, the gas tank's not there, and eventually he kind of shells up and takes a beating. That's what irritates me about Dave Allen. I don't mind a guy who's entertaining, but sometimes, or most of the time, comes up short if he's giving it a go, because those guys can be good undercard fillers. But to me, Dave Allen doesn't meet those requirements. You know, I mean, Gabriel Rosado is a good example. I always used to like watching Gabe Rosado fight. Yes, more than likely he would lose these sort of step-up fights, but you always knew he would give it a go. You always knew he was in shape. You always knew he wasn't there just for a payday. I can't say the same for Dave Allen. And to me, Dave Allen is a symptom of what is wrong with British boxing. I mean, to me, Dave Allen is barely better than an influencer boxer. Not in regards to skills, obviously, but what I mean is, what does this guy bring to the table? Apart from a bit of banter, a few cult followers on social media, what does he bring to the table? Because he doesn't throw punches. He's not in shape. What does he bring to the table? Apart from watching this guy take a beating, what does he actually bring to the table? I guess he does a good Homer Simpson impression. You know when Homer fought Drederick Tatum and he takes a beating. That's basically what Dave Allen is in real life. He is the Homer Simpson of British boxing and heavyweight boxing. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a poor opponent for Frazer Clarke. Is Frazer Clarke really going to learn anything from this fight? Yeah, it's cheap publicity because it's Dave Allen, but in terms of matchmaking and actually learning, I don't really see the point in this fight. I really don't. I think this one could get ugly, not because Frazer Clarke is anything special, but again, he throws a good number of punches, he puts his shots together, he'll just outwork and then beat up Dave Allen. It is what it is. Yeah, Ben Shalom, bad look for me, turning down a Fabio Wardley fight, only to fight Dave Allen. What more can I say? Maybe I'm in the minority here, but I think it's garbage, I really do. Anyway, share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Delboy, peace.